Sun Prairie. Time to rise and shine. Time to pour the coffee with Bill.
He wants to be human.
Time to rise and shine with Bill.
He has all the ingredients for disaster.
Hey, good morning, Ron.
With Bill.
He is phenomenal.
Welcome to Baker Street with your host, Bill Baker.
Yeah, I know, buddy. You want to do a new one? I love playing your intro. Hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome to Good Morning Sun Prairie and a stroll down Baker Street. I'm Bill Baker, your host, and you're listening to 103.5 WLSP right here at the beautiful Sun Prairie Media Center, home of Station of the Year for Wisconsin, as awarded by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association. I am so proud of that award. I love talking about it and sharing that with you. Hey, we're underwritten by those wonderful folks at the Bank of Sun Prairie and the Baker Realty Group, where we always bring you home. And I love to say that too. Out helping people, helping buy and sell houses every day, and if there's anything I can ever do for you, don't be afraid to let me know, because get a hold of me and I'll be glad to help you. I can always answer questions. I can always answer questions. I want to say good morning to Diane Donahue. This is her birthday, so if you know Diane, just say, hey, happy birthday, sing to her. So I would sing to her, I think, right? I think you should, yeah. Not me. No. Sue Ann Sullivan, good morning. Hey, if you notice, we're on radio, of course, duh. But we're also on Facebook Live, and you're welcome to go onto Facebook. Go to Baker William J, spell out William J, find me, and we're right there. Or you can go to the Media Center Facebook page, and we're on there also. Or you can go to the to YouTube and look for my page also, and we're there. Hey, this morning, coming in here probably the next 15 minutes or so, Justin Wilson, the new president of the Sun Prairie Lions Club, will be joining me in studio. We're going to talk about service to the community, and we're going to talk about what it means to do that and why it is so important to our community. And as the new president of the Lions Club, we're going to find out some ideas from Justin as a young guy. Why is it that he decided to join Lions? And we're going to talk about the purpose, the mission, the vision, things like that. And his new board that he has, which I'm one of them. I'm the membership director for Lions Club. Very proud to do that after 6 years stepping into one of the leadership roles for Lions, and I look forward to continuing to really bring out the goodness of service. And we're going to talk about the Optimists, we're going to talk about Rotary, we're going to talk about Knights of Columbus, we're going to talk about the Exchange Club, everything. And we'll get into that pretty soon. Just waiting for him to show up. Now, in the second half of the show, in the 8 o'clock hour, originally we had Chelsea Alt, Coach Chelsea Alt from the Sun Prairie West Wolves. She's the receiver coach. She had a family emergency, so she is not able to make it this morning, so we'll be filling in with something. I'll figure it out. I don't know what. I have to punt, as they say. But then again, I don't have a hard time talking for long periods of time. And yes, but we'll figure it out. But we will reschedule. Chelsea is an amazing lady, an amazing coach, played 12 years of football, professional football, and can't wait to hear about this. She just won an ESPY award for what she has been doing about bringing awareness to women out there to help them in their progression towards football, if that's what they want to do. So looking forward to do that. So we're going to have a. I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be a good show today. I'm looking forward. Just got to get Justin here, and we'll be all right with that. Had a great weekend down at Farmers Market. Mark Carsons and I were working Farmers Market, and Lisa, Christy, Judy. Good morning. Glad you could join me on Facebook. It was an awesome weekend. I thought a lot for me showing houses most of the weekend, but I did hit the greatest farmers market that there is in Wisconsin, and that's right here in Sun Prairie, down on Cannery and Market. If you've never been there, if you've never been to our farmers market, you're missing out. I'm telling you, you're missing out. I have to share this story with you about it. Joni and Jeff, they own Hemp Haven Farms, and it's a CBD farm. They grow the hemp, they produce the hemp, they process it, which is the key part of hemp. Well, she knows that because of my shoulder injury, I haven't been sleeping very well. Man, she walked me through this whole this thing about these gummies at night that really just relax me and help me sleep through the night, and I am doing it. And it's one of those booths at the farmers market where you get an education on this product. And you know what I've discovered from listening to her is that there's just so many fakes that are out there, or wannabes that you can go into a Quick Trip and there it is sitting on the counter. That may not be the right one. I mean, you've got American Shaman right here. We've had her on the show also. But learning about that is just so important. Did you know that if you go there, you can take your any of your knives, let's say, take all your knives, go to a farmer's market and drop them off. The guy's sitting right there. He will sharpen your knives while you go shopping. You've got anything from seafood, you've got all your beef from Wells Farms, you've got poultry, you've got pork, you have eggs, you have all the vegetables, all the goodies, jams, jellies, soaps, scrubs, you've got craft work, you have macaroons from Sim. And one of my favorite booths, I tell you, I love me some macaroons. Kettle corn from Maddie. Oh my gosh. I mean, it's fresh baked bread. The bread is so big, it's bigger than a football, and it's just amazing. But it's your farmer's market. It's right at Cannery Square. And if you've never been, please head down there this Saturday. They start at 7 o'clock in the morning, go till noon. And usually I am there on Saturday mornings, unless I'm on a vacation or something like that. But or if it rains, we don't broadcast with electronic devices in the rain. You know what I mean? So, had a great weekend. Like I said, showed houses. I was in Dodgeville. I was in Watertown. I was in Sun Prairie. I was all over the place. There are houses for sale, people, and they're available. So, you need to come and get them. Come and get them, come and get them, come and get them. They are out there. And I'm happy to help. Or if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer those questions at any time. Just reach out to me on Facebook, or you can call me at 608-575-6731. Be happy to take care of that and chat with you a little bit. So why don't we do this? Let's get the show started. Let's head into a little fishing in the dark and start just like we do every single show. Gotta go fishing with this one. I love me some fishing in the dark. Good morning, everybody.
Lazy yellow moon coming up tonight, shining through the trees. Crickets are singing and lightning bugs are floating on the breeze. Baby, get ready. Across the field where the creek turns back by the old stump road, I'm gonna take you to a special place that nobody knows.
Some shut me down now. Hey guys on Facebook, hope you're doing well. You're right. It does work, Jen. I mean, I went to sleep. Now, hey Ron, that's pretty much it, man. Station of the year. Yeah, we actually we won a bunch of awards and stuff. It was huge out there. It was absolutely huge. And when I say we won Station of the Year, that's on the big market. So we went up against your A type of stations. For us, it's WIBA, it's JJO. Milwaukee stations. I'm talking about big commercial stations, and this little dude won, you know, but I'm proud of it. I was doing something, I can't remember what I was doing now. Hey Justin, it's Bill Baker. Where are you, man? Looking for you. You're behind. You're a little tardy. Come on, dude. Get here. Bye. Not cool. Hey guys, how's everybody doing? You know, it's something else when you're doing a show and you have to shift a little bit, and yeah, when guests don't show up, stuff like that. I mean, I understand emergencies and stuff. I'm trying to get a hold of one of them and they're not responding. So just a little bit of music. Again, I'm waiting for my guest to show up, you guys, and don't know where he is. Don't know where he is. Could be a short show today. Just trying to get stuff figured out, right? Interesting show about service clubs, things like that. But it helps if the key person is here to be able to talk about that. Wow. It's definitely a man's job this morning here at 103.5 WLSP, The Sun. Good morning, Sun Prairie. Glad that you could join me this morning. Looks like we've had some technical issues with our guest this morning at the 7 o'clock, and which causes us to punt. You know what punting is? Yeah, you got to turn that ball over. I don't know. I'm talking football because football is almost here. And I know everything's getting warmed up for football, and I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait. You know, this year the Cardinal football games are going to be broadcast by Mike Powers and myself, and then the West Side games, the West Wolves, Sun Prairie West Wolves, will be broadcast by Jameson Rabbit and Steve Savaki. And this is Steve's first time in the broadcast booth calling a football game, so it's going to be fun for him, I'm sure. It's a little nerve-wracking at times, but it's one of my favorite things to do. I love the strategy. I love that play-by-play, and looking forward to getting involved. We'll be doing a pregame show for both teams here in probably the first or second week of August, which that's next week. Can you believe it already? And I think you're going to find some really interesting things about the teams and the difference in the setup and the way that they will run their offenses, their strategies, their philosophies. Of course, you've got Brian Kaminsky, that is just a fantastic coach, and he's had a program that's been running here back from the days of Coach Hahn, his father-in-law, and he'll continue to do that. And but he has that younger program, that feeder program that's there, and he still has the strength. I mean, you got to remember, we finished second in state last year to Franklin, and I still say we should have beat Franklin, but shoulda, coulda, woulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda. And this year we go into Division II because of the having two high schools and splitting out the enrollment of each of those schools of East and West. So we'll be in the Badger Big. That means that you'll have teams like Wanakee and DeForest that are going to be playing in there. It'll be Oregon, Beaver Dam, a couple of Madison teams, I want to say. Of course, East and West. On September 16th, Sun Prairie East and West will take on each other. They will play each other, and it's going to be a heck of a game. Now, we're also going to have a special celebration that night. Mike Powers, my co-hearts in the booth, we're celebrating Mike Powers. He has been broadcasting Sun Prairie football for 30 years. 30 years, 30. And very proud of him. And so there'll be some special recognitions happening during the game. Should be a video that's going to be played. There's going to be awards handed out, things like that. And I believe we have even a proclamation coming from the mayor of Sun Prairie. So it's going to be just a delightful night, and I hope you don't miss that night. The first time that the two teams, the Wolves and the Cardinals, will take on each other. And it should be entertaining. I know it will be entertaining. Here's the way it's going to work, though. So I heard that question. Thank you for asking. So the home team will always be on TV. They will always be on TV. And we're working on setting up TV and radio for away games. And I don't know how that's going to be laid out. I know Mike and I will be traveling to each of the locations, doing it at least by radio. And if they have, depending on the school and all, they have the visuals that we can use, and then we'll just tie into that somehow. That'll be great. But you can't call a football game the right way unless you're sitting there and hearing all the noises, the shouts, sitting next to the coaches, and really getting a good feel for it. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm just waiting for rosters and things like that. I'll stop over and visit some of the coaches and the East coaches and check out what they're doing and what they're running and how things are going with that. Hey, don't forget, tonight is Sunshine Supper, and it's my favorite time of the week, Monday nights. So stop down. Tonight they're serving hamburgers, and that's being put on by the City of Sun Prairie and Centro Hispano. So stop down, say hi, and see all the wonderful people that you have coming in there. Again, I wanted to say hey to Diane Donahue. Happy birthday to you. Today's your birthday, and she's a huge friend of our show. See her at Sunshine Supper, and I want to give her that shout out. So it's going to be good. We've got a lot of things happening. The Concerts in the Park is on this Tuesday. Marta Hansen and Clarice Toba perform on dueling pianos during the free summer concerts in the Park series from 6 to 8 p.m. on Tuesday, July 26th at Wetmore Park, which is located, on North Street. Also, don't forget that there'll be food trucks, hopefully beer and more. Go to the Sun Prairie Parks and Recreation and Forestry Department Facebook page for more details on that. Wild Rumpus Circus. Enjoy a live circus performance and tutorials from the Wild Rumpus Circus and free caricature drawings from Funny Faces Entertainment during this free community event from 5 to 7 p.m. on Thursday, July 28th in the downtown Sun Prairie Cannery Square area. For details, look for Downtown Sun Prairie Facebook page. And then Sunday movie. I love it. Sunday Sun Prairie Family Movie Night. The Mackenzie Family Boys and Girls Club and Sun Prairie DECA invite families to their favorite family movie night at Bank of Sun Prairie Stadium that begins with games, activities, and concessions at 4 p.m. with Sing 2 starting at 6 p.m. on Saturday, July 30th. Bring a blanket to lay out on the field for seating. Admission is free, but a suggested donation of $5 will support the Mackenzie Family Boys and Girls Club. See the Bank of Sun Prairie Facebook page for more details. Oh, man, stuff going on out there right now. I don't know about you. I don't know about you, but these hearings that are going on, do you care? Isn't this behind us? I just can't imagine the amount of money that's being spent on this. And 1,000 interviews. 1,000 interviews. What is the purpose of? Well, we know the purpose of this is to discredit Donald Trump and to prevent him from ever running for office again. And I guess that's the big fear out there. And but don't you think that the people should show that? I feel like I don't know about you, I feel like it's a witch hunt. And I don't always agree with what Donald Trump did in that, but man, they're going through all these hearings and everything. It drives me crazy. They took primetime TV to show this. And it comes down to they're all upset because he didn't call somebody to say, hey, stop. That's what police are for, stop people. But it's just, I don't know about you. If it's wearing you out or not, if you're on Facebook, leave me a message. Are you interested in the hearings? And when I say interested, I'm not saying like completely you're all into. Does it really matter to you? I don't know. I don't know. You try to handle the degree of issues that happen, and I just roll my eyes most of the time because of what politicians do in that level. I mean, Monica Lewinsky and what she was performing on Bill Clinton in the Oval Office. I mean, yeah. I mean, what do you do? What do you do? And that's just once. There were other times. That's the part of politics that's just dirty, and just all of this thing, and that's why there's this polarization of groups. I mean, Republicans and Democrats. And Democrats, I don't care if you said the sky is blue, the other group would say, no, it's not. It's gray. It's white. Whatever. We got to stop that. We just have to stop that. We have to figure out a way to play together very well in the sandbox. We're not always going to agree, and I'm fine with that. In fact, I'm so fine with it, I believe that that's where growth occurs. When you're able to debate something and do it in a way that's constructive, not destructive and nasty and finger pointing and mudslinging. I would tell you, if you know of a politician that's doing the mudslinging like that, don't vote for him. Don't for him. Stick to the issues. Talk about the issues. And be a good representative of your communities in that. One of the things that, although I did not win for the run for city council, what I was very proud about was the way that Bob Yokish and I respected each other and addressed each other, and we kept it clean. We kept it straight. Now, other people around us might have attacked. I mean, yeah, they did. Trust me, they did. And to learn more, ask Terry. She'll tell you. But yeah, it's I don't know. We've got to bring groups together. Now, there's a nice group of politicians that are running for our state legislature. Of course, Gary Hebel in the 46th district, he has retired, and I want to thank him for everything that he has done over the years. Great advocate for our city. He's part of the media commission, so he sits on the board for the media center here, and was instrumental in us gaining a third TV station. A third, yeah. So that's going to be kind of cool. We have the approvals from Charter and from Spectrum to do that. And but it's a great group of Democratic legislators that will go through primary on I think is it August 8th, August 9th. So you can select one of them. We Annalise Eichert, you've got Mike Jacobs, you've got Melissa Radcliffe, you have Saeed, you have, I can't think of the other guy, but two are from Sun Prairie. Melissa Radcliffe, you see everywhere. She is everywhere. This lady is knocking doors, shaking hands, and something else, I tell you. But yeah, politics. I don't know. I get tired of that. I just, let's think of something positive. Let's focus on a positive. How about let's focus on helping Ukraine more, right? I don't know about you, but that saddens me to see how these people are being treated. I mean, bombed and killed and everything. Yeah, why aren't we doing more? Why aren't the countries, the allies, NATO, out there doing more? We're just shipping like weapons that, I don't know. It's like we're using bow and arrows to the Russians using machine guns. That's what I really feel. We're shipping bow and arrows to the Ukraine. But they, yeah, it's really disappointing in my world, I say. Disappointing, because I want to see us do more for that country, for the Ukraine. We shouldn't allow that for anybody. The Russians are Putin's just destroying people right now, But, all right, enough about me. Let's go back to some music, and how about this? I love this. Drunk Girl with Chris Jansen right here on 103.5 WLSP. Good morning, everybody. Glad you can make it. Thanks for joining me. We know. Another one of my favorites right here on 103.5 WLSP, The Sun. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Good Morning Sun Prairie. I'm Bill Baker, your host. We're underwritten by those wonderful folks at the Bank of Sun Prairie and the Baker Really Group. Glad to be here, and what a beautiful Monday morning. I mean, how many of these are we going to have left, you know? But then again, football is coming. Yeah, the fall is coming. They're already talking about it. The stores have got everything out in droves, you know, ready for you to check it out and see what's happening and buy all that stuff, which means you're going to get deals right now on all the summer and spring stuff, right? Yeah, I know, right? Well, I start shopping. I like deals. I don't know about you guys. You like deals, right? Here's a question for you. If you were going to go away this weekend, where would you go? Where would you go? Would you go up to Door County? Would you go to Whitefish Bay? Would you go to Galena? Would you go to the Dells? Would you go to Lake Geneva? Where would you go? Where would you go? You know, I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out. I'm trying to think of maybe trying to get away this weekend, but I have no ideas or suggestions on where to go. So if you're on Facebook, throw it in there. Let me know what you're thinking. Tell me what where you would go. Would you go up to Minocqua or, I don't know, or La Crosse? I mean, we got so many beautiful places to go, right? Right here in the state. I thought about Chicago, but, you know, I'd like to be in, I'd like to stay in Wisconsin. You know, support our economy, do local stuff, right? Do local. Hey, I do want to give a huge shout out. Because Jennifer, who owns Faded Roots, that lady has got it. Man, she knows how to run a business down there. And when you're there, just the whole experience is delightful. For me, it's the doghouse place. You know, if you go buy something, you're out of the doghouse. You're out of the doghouse. But don't buy anything after the fact. Buy it before, and that way it keeps you out of the doghouse. But she's got such a nice assortment of ladies' clothes, and I know Terry loves the place. I could go broke with her being in there. Kate Boyce, who designs jewelry, she has her stuff displayed there. She's doing a fantastic job. I mean, two wonderful Sun Prairie folks that are really stretching their entrepreneurial wings in our city, and we need more of that. I'd like to see some kind of men's department or menswear or something, right? I don't have to go to Kohl's or Target or wherever, or Macy's. I like to have something here. I think it'd be fun. I mean, it doesn't have to be anything elaborate. Jen, I'm talking to you, by the way, Faded Roots. It'd be great for you to have that Faded Roots the men's Faded Roots. You know, it's not a bad idea. Come on, guys, right? Hey, you know what's going on tonight? Yeah, you got Sunshine Supper, but you also have a school board meeting. It's going to be about a 2-hour meeting. It starts at 6 p.m. It's over at the district office. Right now, you know, the school is having a budget issue, what's being called a budget crisis. And they're talking about doing a referendum this fall to ask taxpayers for more money to operate our schools. And now tonight, you'll have an opportunity to share your thoughts with them. And where do we go from there? That's a tough one because I haven't seen the budget. I don't know where you could take reductions or cuts, as they're called, to shrink that deficit. But there's some things that have happened. Enrollment's down, so we don't get those dollars that are coming in. The ARPA funds, those are gone. So remember, last tax year, it was lower. It was actually lower than the city's tax rate, which I thought the city could have had a lower rate, but they continue to spend like there's no tomorrow. My God, how many more people are we going to hire? How many just ludicrous studies are we going to do? I don't know. But if you want to have input in the budget process on this, go out there tonight, 6 o'clock. It's going to be at the district office, and you can share your comments and your thoughts right there. We've got a good a school board. You put them there. You elected them. So get out there and ask for answers. Answers. We need answers, right? Want to find out, I think it's a couple of million that's off on this. You know, our district administrators, we got to figure out how that happens and how that all comes together and works. But if you want to have a say, you need to be there. Don't let other people do it. Get in there and talk about it and see what's happening. Hey, here's an event that I think you would really enjoy. It's going to be Burgers and Brews at the farm. It's Thursday, August 4th from 5 to 8 p.m. And this is an event that's being put on by Working Draft Beer Company and Wells Farms. And tickets are $8 and $15. It's open to anybody. And it'll be Burgers and Brews. There'll be music by Ed Ford. And, of course, when you have beer, you have everything that you need. There'll be food vendors. Tailgate Foodie will be there. And you'll get to see a lot of things that go on out at the Wells Farms. It should be a lot of fun. And it's entertaining. For that price, I think it'd be great. Hopefully we'll have good weather, you know. I think. The question I have is, do we need to bring chairs? Do we need to bring chairs? I don't know. We'll figure that out, too. See if I can get you an answer. But they're on Facebook on Sun Prairie What's Happening, charitable events. And you can read that into the descriptions. Sun Prairie National Night Out. You know, join Sun Prairie Police Department and our community partners for the 2022 National Night Out in downtown Sun Prairie at Cannery Square. Come meet city staff, learn about our equipment, connect with community organizations. This is a great event for people of all ages to learn more about our community. So stop down there and see that. It's August 4th, 6 to 9 also. A lot of stuff going on August 4th from 6 to 9, right? Exactly. But a lot of different activities here. Let's go back to some music and see what you think. How about this? I love this. Bruce Springsteen. If you know me, Bruce Springsteen is the guy. I have Bruce Springsteen in every single playlist. I don't care if it's country or if it's rock, whatever it is. I always have Bruce in there. This is one that's off his Western album, one of his newest albums, and it's called Hello Sunshine. But it's a different kind of music for him. It's kind of like that country western or western. I feel like it's the old western shows. And being a kid that grew up in the 60s, I mean, we got to watch The Lone Ranger, who never killed anybody, you know. But it reminds me very much of him. And as you can tell this morning, this is a country morning. I decided I felt like I was feeling country. So I wanted to get some of this out there. So let's do this. A little bit of Bruce Springsteen and Hello Sunshine. Right here on 103.5 WLSP. Good morning, everybody. Hey, Eric. Good morning. Thanks, buddy. Not smiling too much this morning. Interesting morning for me, Facebook, because two guests and both weren't able to make it. Which, when you plan your scheduling for your scripting for your show and all that, it really throws a curve in and gets you to scramble. And that's what I've been doing, is scrambling here. If you've been watching, trying to pull up conversation pieces. How's that sound? Hey, Brian. Hey, Linda. Good to see you this morning. Hey, Brent, I was talking about the school board meeting tonight. I let people know about that and where to go, that they could have a time to speak, possibly. I think you guys do. I think you set aside time for public discussion, if I recall. Not sure, though. Any news or any events that are out there, you guys listening, that you need me to broadcast? You know, I've got about 1 million people that are here, so. Oh, there's been some nights when I didn't want that night to end. I know, a little bit of Luke Bryan. Hey, wouldn't it be great to have him back out on the farm out here? I think it'd be absolutely awesome to have him back out here performing in our little Sun Prairie. Luke Bryan, man, that was a concert and a half is what I'll call it, because I love that it's happening in Sun Prairie, and at the same time we get to hear Luke Bryan because he got some good music. I don't care if you're a country music fan or not. He's a good singer. I love this story of how he came up basically from nothing and struggled, and then bam, it just hit, and everything took off from there. But the guy seems, from the the stories you see, very humble, very family oriented, very faith filled, which in my book is just a huge winner. Hey, if you're looking for something to volunteer for, Sunshine Place is looking for front lobby greeters and in support for that. If you're interested in working with Sunshine Place, stop by the office and talk to their volunteer coordinator and see what you can do to help. What you can do. Hey, I want to let you know that this Wednesday I've got a pretty good show set up. Now, what do I mean by that? I have Bill Connors coming in as a guest on the Sun Prairie Real Estate Show. We're going to talk about housing in Sun Prairie, which is going to include single family condo, and of course we got to talk about apartments, right? So I think if everything goes the way I think it is, it's probably going to be one of the best shows that we've had. Bill is very influential, very wise, he has his eyes on everything in Sun Prairie. He's our former city council president, so why wouldn't he do that? And so it's going to be an interesting day. Would love for you to join us at 11 o'clock. On right here on 103.5 for the live show. We'll be doing Facebook Live at the same time, but we're really going to get into some city issues. I know that he and I don't agree on some of the things, and that's cool. It's not about him or me. It's just about the subject, really. So it should be a good discussion. You know, everybody is quick in Sun Prairie to say we're building more apartments. Now we're going to talk about that because I don't know about you, but my first house was an apartment. Right now, they're all full. Every apartment out there, they're about 96% full. And that 4% gap that's there is because they're turning an apartment. They're cleaning it, maybe painting, changing carpeting, stuff like that, getting it ready for the next tenant that's coming in. But we have people in our community that want to live here, but for some reason they can't buy a house. And there's two ways about that. One is that they can't afford to do that, which there are times when there are circumstances that won't allow you to buy a house. Could be your credit. It's never a down payment. We don't always have a down payment issue. It's not. You don't need 20% down like you think you do. I've had a lot of first-time home buyers before they were a home buyer thought that they had to have 20%, and when I told them no, I could get it for 3.5%, they're like, let's go buy one. Because wouldn't you rather pay yourself than pay a landlord? Sure you would. You know what's happened is because of our city, our schools, our library, our parks, our trails, the people that live here are the reason why people want to move into Sun Prairie. Now they may work in Madison, but they live in our community because it's that nice of a community. And folks, it really starts with you. You're the reason. You're very welcoming and very warming, and our churches, our restaurants, our businesses are just a joy to be around. And don't forget that with our businesses. And buy local and use local as much as you can. I mean, that's my first thing. I'd rather stay in Sun Prairie at a restaurant here than I would to go to downtown Madison, because I want our restaurants to thrive. I want them to make gazillions and gazillions of dollars. But of those businesses, now there are people, like I said, that cannot buy a home, so they have to rent. The other side of it is that you have people that are homeowners or former homeowners that have moved into the city, maybe for a new business or something like that, a new job, and they would like to buy a home, but they can't find it, or they've been trying to buy a home, and because of the amount of competition, that they are not able to do that. And so that's the challenges that go on right now, and that's why we need those rentals. There's really not a senior housing. The senior housing. Crown Point is one of the only 55 pluses that are out there in an apartment style project. Now the one down on Bird and Main, man, I can't. I'm looking forward to seeing that and what it's going to be about and how that turns out. But man, it's like a canyon going through there when you're coming down Bird towards Main. The side of that building is so close to the road. Why would they do that? I don't know. I can't believe planning when it let it go through that way either. You're right on the sidewalk of Bird Street. But I know you have issues with apartments, and so we're going to talk about that. And it's actually NIMBY is what it's called, not in my backyard. And yeah, I understand it. I get it. Why would I want an apartment building right next to my $500,000 home or $300,000? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Why would I want that monstrosity blocking my view of whatever, right? Yeah, I know. And those are things that need to be, I think, discussed before you purchase a home or build a home, and what could be there. And I'll tell you, I think a good real estate agent will do that with you if they know the city. And again, use local. Think of those local real estate agents that are out there that can help you with those insights. I mean, where they wanted to build this recent apartment complex, which is over off Grand and Main. I knew that was a high density area right there, and if I had somebody that wanted to build a home or buy a home behind it, I would be saying to them, this is what's going to go there. But not everybody does that. Not everybody does that. But homes right now, I want to know a little bit about the real estate market. We have 9 condos that are on the market. We have 1 senior condo over at Liberty Boulevard at Crown Point. Right now the median price is $234,990. If you're a first-time home buyer, that $350 mark is usually where the first-time home buyer is, with say a 5.5-6% rent and or mortgage rate. So you could buy every one of these condos that are available. Well, if you're 55, you can buy the Liberty Boulevard, but you can't if you're not. And then housing-wise, you can tell the market has slowed down a little bit because we have 51 properties on the market. I mean, we were going through May and June and a little bit of July where we had 9 properties on the market. Of that 51, about 11 of them are new construction, so they're not available. So even 41 properties is a good number. And here's what you need to know too. If you are that first-time home buyer, there are homes available starting at $219 and going all the way, there are 9 of them, to $350. So you have an opportunity right now. Days on market have gone up too. From instead of 9 and 10 days, we're now at an average of 33 days. How's that? 33 days. The median is 19, which is better, but yeah, that's the median is more of the realistic one, because you got a couple of properties that have been on there for like 70 days. I mean, it's 82 days is the longest. And then of course the new construction sits on there forever but those are ghost listings. They're called ghost listings. Yep. So real estate in Sun Prairie is going really well. People are still buying. The demand is still there. We just have to get the properties out there and really get it to happen, get it to take care of it. Don't need that interest rate to go up anymore, but I do think it will. I think it's probably going to climb to 7 by the end of the year. I thought it would be there by June, but the Fed slowed it down a little bit, and Federal Reserve slowed it down a little bit, but we'll see. We'll see what's going to happen. 7's still healthy, guys. I know you're going, oh my gosh, it's so high. You ain't seen high. 14, 18%. My folks back in 79, their interest rate was 18%, and they moved out to Levittown, Pennsylvania. In fact, my mom never saw the house. My dad went over, picked the house out, and started the process of the purchase of the house. But yeah, my first house was 14%. And 82, right? Let's go back to some more music and see what we can do here. How about this? Unforgettable on Thomas Rhett right here on 103.5 WLSP, The Sun. Good morning, everybody. Glad you could be here with me. Oh, can't play it, it says. Why can't you play the song? All right, let's try Chris Stapleton. Little Tennessee whiskey right here on 103.5 WLSP. Good morning, everybody.